Downloading the roster. Saving. Good day and welcome. Auction house access granted. Woo! Let's get some free packs. Everything's way overpriced in the auction house. Yeah, we got a couple dudes. All to my collection. All right, free time limited pack. Got my mouse. Got my mouse too. Also. All right, what's this? Wild card. What's these yellow where the objectives that are accomplished are daily rewards. Oh, that's great. Shots with the cover athletes mode. Storm Deeks. 4 goals. Beat 2 games. You can do that. Hey, Asta, do you like my title today? Did you see it? I named it Enjoy Chatting About Whatever, Regardless of Game. If there's any exciting topics, chat about. You feel free, chat about. Like your dinosaur. You don't have to. No one ever uses my icons though. Got to use my icon once in a while. Can. I couldn't even paste the most used icons because it doesn't show them unless time. So you know what we can do though is put it here. See about constructing the best team for. Phil. Go Phil. Changes. The exchange because we have access to it now. Maybe they're doing that so that people didn't try to sell and buy the cards. So there's some people profiting off of this stuff, I think. Go here instead. The NHL. Yes. Darcy Kemper, Drew Doughty. Gotta look offensively as 2000. We have close. 27,000. Closest is 29.5. That's promising. Maybe we get Drew. Yep. 1,000, 11,000. Not particularly even fast. At least Drew Doughty has a skate. Try to earn some money and see if we can buy him later. Turn the dough, yo. Dough, yo. Maybe I should put on a funny face. I don't know what you're responding to okay for, or what okay is a response to. Is it the part where I said you can enjoy chatting about whatever, regardless of game? I'd love to hear your opinion on stuff. I should have a talk show, eh? Go right in that just chatting category. Don't even play games. That's where people are getting the big streams. My condition, Dead Poet Society. What are you playing these days? Are you still playing that new game you bought?
Who's ready for some hot? Hi, everybody. James Cebulski for EA Sports. We are
Oh, sore
to drop the puck
throat
on
here.
some hockey ultimate team.
Not coming down with anything, eh?
Set to drop the puck tonight.
Let it snow.
There's been a lot of chatter over the last 24 hours on social media about this one, and it is time. We're underway. What a glove save by Tompkins.
Valley in now.
As the puck stopper elects to hang on.
I never did play that game yet.
We're still in the early stages of this period. We've still got
I started up Dreamlight Valley for like 10 minutes today, and I managed to get that one 2D tree that I thought was a bug. I wrote their support, and they wrote back, and then the tree was there. So I don't know if they reset something or what, but I finished grabbing that tree, but I didn't finish. I don't know what that character's name is, the black and white character. But I finished his quest. I just gotta talk to him now. The bug of you have to find like 3D objects at one in the grasslands, one in the dock, and one in the desert. And I guess sometimes that quest is bugged and the object doesn't spawn. And I looked everywhere for that stupid 2D object in the grasslands, and so I contacted them. Got it fixed. Sometimes got unlucky and then all of a sudden it doesn't work. That happened before with that other quest too, that one where you had to do the things and it wouldn't let me hit the last electrical outlet thing. Haven't done that quest yet. Well, now you know there's a bug. If you run into it, then might have to. There's a link in the Dreamlight chat section that I have in Discord where you can see a link to report problems. Stephanie had some bug before too because she was time traveling and messed something up. I wonder if they ever fixed that. Couldn't pick anything off the ground after she time traveled. Well, no, I don't time travel either, but still had her game messed up, so they might have had to do something to fix it. I guess that's the one problem with the Switch is some people will do that, for Animal Crossing or whatever, or he was doing it for a fireworks celebration or something. I'll have to ask her if they ever fix that. Said she doesn't do quests anymore. And she doesn't Star Path, just basically decorating at the moment, I guess.
I love that he swallowed this one up with his glove. It's a real threat coming from the slot area. No rebound to boot.
That his head went smacked right into the boards.
Past the halfway mark of this period. Still looking for our first goal. And they take possession here inside the offensive zone. That's not going to fool them. Sends the cross ice pass. The Rangers move to the offensive zone. Gets the puck in deep. Sends it over to Sakic. Grabbed along the boards by Landeskog. Moves it to the middle. And that doesn't connect. One-time blast. Makes the save as he gets a piece of
I think she said she's not going to time travel anymore, but I had to learn the consequence first. But don't I have more rewards? I don't know. Probably because I'm too lazy. And I don't know how to do it.
You see goaltenders working with traffic and practice all of the time, and the goaltender is able to find this because he's dialed in. His eyes are
You know, like, probably have to set up an extra bot or something. Well, I mean, you know, I added some stuff slowly as I looked it up on YouTube how to do it.
It's a 2-on-1. Takes it across the blue line. Broken up. What a play defensively. Picked up along the boards by
That's icing.
Oh, we'll get some tired defenders as icing is the call.
You should have seen back in the day, Asta. You missed out. You really missed out. Would have saw me streaming back on Mixer days.
Both teams are set. We'll drop the puck.
Holy cow.
Sakic's quick stick off the draw wins possession.
I had all the bots and
Here he comes in on the breakaway. Oh, denies him on the play.
and this is a great
all the stuff. You got like all sorts of things that was exciting and
to make that save.
interesting. I had a big intro, you know.
The Kings have it from their own end. Knocks the puck loose after a solid hit. Long lead pass into the neutral zone. From point blank. Denies him in close.
He was right on that puck. He knew exactly
I did a lot of research.
he got out and challenged right away to make the
I
save.
still do research now and then, but I know a lot.
Puck is dropped and he wins the draw here in the defensive zone.
What sort of rewards are you talking about anyway?
Working the puck deep inside their own end. Shot and makes the routine save.
Like, what's a good reward that you've seen? You have a certain amount of reward time or something, you know? It's all just a smoke show, a lot of that stuff anyway, you know?
And that concludes the first 20 minutes of play. Second period action. Stick around.
There's a lot of cheating too, you know, if you think about it. Like, there's people that do contests or whatever, giveaways or whatever, and then they, you know, they'll draw somebody, but, you know, nobody really knows if they actually ever gave out a prize, because, you know, you could literally say, oh, that this person won the thing, and it's a planted account.
Who will be the first to light the lamp here as play gets
Like, hydrate.
Well, Cheryl, already a third of this one played. What do you make of
I didn't even know that was a reward.
Time in the opening frame, James, and they need to look to continue that through the second period and not get frustrated that they didn't convert on it. The one thing that they
And sound.
do a job of is getting off of
True.
the
I think I know how to do that too, but
create some more quality scoring opportunities.
Shaw's gonna play it against the half wall. Takes a shot. Comes up with the stop. There's
Do
the
it.
whistle as the puck is frozen up.
I just hate editing sounds down and stuff.
Still scoreless in this one. LaFontaine's won the
I'd like to have I used to have a bot that would constantly ask trivia nonstop.
takes the feed at the point. A
It would have been like Stephanie's dream because she always likes that trivia. But it was constantly like it was asking Canada facts. So like every 5 minutes or 2 minutes or something. I wonder if I still have the questions. There's like a lot of them too.
And now it's grabbed by Gudas. And a strong physical collision on the play there. Drives to the pin.
Oh!
Stopped by the goaltender.
What a robbery, man.
I love this save, James. I mean,
The watch streak one.
aggressive on this play. Doesn't give the shooter any time to get rid of it.
Got nailed, eh?
More than half the period left to play. The game is still scoreless. LaFontaine's won the face-off, and now let's see what they can do. And a strong effort on that play. Gautier's moving the puck through his own zone. The Kings gain control of the puck.
Is the watch streak, is that they get, what do they get? They get to ask the person to hydrate.
The Rangers have it in the offensive end.
I used to do stream loots too at one point.
Pass in front. Oh, he got all of that. What a save by Lundqvist.
You know, where you buy
Goaltender gets right out next to the shooter.
buy these cards. They're like random cards, and then you know you play the card. You know, like for example, the streamer has to drop their weapon, or
Their own zone.
they have to
Got the puck in his own
put on a
zone.
silly hat or something, or play left-handed, that kind of thing.
Wants to backtrack here with the play. Quick feed to Heischer. Here they come through center.
If you ever looked at my old YouTube mixer videos and saw me wearing a weird hat, that's why.
Broken up by Kopitar.
There's also a way to do it so that, you know, for example, you turn on the
Moving forward here along the boards. Puck grabbed by Clark. On the backhand.
Ooh, that was a nice try by Robitaille.
Saved by Tompkins.
Watch streak is how many times? Yeah, I know. Watch streak is like,
Sharpie would be right on it, and
you know,
she
like
was
that's the
so
thing that
interested.
Stephanie checked like every day, 10 times a day.
Still got zeros on the board. Can they take advantage after winning that draw? Stopped by Tompkins.
You know, on Facebook because
And there's tons of traffic in front of you, but he does a great job.
he's so afraid of being banned all the time by Facebook.
Quick pass to Landeskog. Steps across the blue line. Oh my! Comes up with a monster save in front.
Oh my!
He challenges the shooter who's all alone in the slot area. He turns aside a real dangerous opportunity.
Shuts him down.
It's amazing to me how he always looks like he's in the right position because he tracks and reads the play so well, and this time he gets in front of the puck that's right in the middle of the ice as the shooter's got a dangerous opportunity.
Feeds the puck to Fitzgerald. The Kings take possession in the neutral zone. Shot! Nice save from point-blank range.
Landeskog needs to go change.
And they're on the attack. Shot! Oh, spectacular save to shut down the rush. Picked up along
What
the
sort of rewards do they give for that though?
looking to make something happen along the boards. Wrestling in close. Oh, how did he get a glove on that? What a stop by Tompkins.
Well, for watch streak, what kind of rewards do you get for being a big watcher?
Ready to go in great position and makes the save as a result.
Off the face-off, they take the puck. Smith's got it in the defensive end. Into the offensive end now. Centering feed. Picked off in front. Byfield swooping in.
You're late.
Here's a pass to the
I
middle.
know.
Oh, and he comes up with a
Noticed
stop.
I was thinking, man,
Puck from the back end.
Stephanie's sure late.
That one aside with ease. And the puck stopper jumps on top of
Oh, they don't give a streak for that. You can do watch time though, or you can see it. I think. If there was a reward for chatting the most, I'd like that.
Because the puck has been in the offensive zone. Just look at the last shift where they maintain pressure throughout that shift until they got that whistle. So they'll need to continue that because if you're the opponent and you're saying, hey,
You know, like comments, most comments related to the whatever's going on.
There's the shot. Big save right at the end. There's the horn. 2 periods.
You know,
a third period.
because anybody could just put the stream on then leave, right? Or not leave, or do, you know, actually watch is different.
Welcome back, everyone. Both teams lined up at center ice, and we are ready to get this third period underway. Still zeros on the board here as we are underway in the third. Let's see if that changes. Moves it to Landeskog. Fires it. Big time.
Oh, I tried there.
This is a fantastic save, James. He's all over it. What I mean
You've
by
been
that
modding
is
and talking to a friend.
where it's moving, a reason why he can get square to it and make the save.
Well, you know,
Lots of
call me
hockey
surprised.
in this period. We're still scoreless. Puck picked up by Jones.
I didn't think you'd ever mod again.
Getting a little physical out there, but still holds on to the puck. Can't stay on his feet after that hit. The Rangers gain control of the puck against the wall. Big time stop there. And he slides it quickly to Clark.
I am pretty humorous sometimes, I think.
Hugs the boards through the neutral zone. And the puck skips.
Man, my guy was like really the slowest he could be.
Landeskog's lugging the puck.
Landeskog's at
Gaining momentum up along the side. The Rangers gain possession in their own end. Taken along the wall by Dineen. From the defensive zone, they move the puck around. Carries it in. Shot!
Oh, that was close.
Saved by Lundqvist. Now he slides it up to LaFontaine. The Kings looking against the half wall. Uses the force on that hit.
Very funny. Ugh. How come it's listing as 1 now? Weird. Weird, man.
Closer to the midway mark of the period. Still looking for
Modding for cars.
And they take possession after the defensive zone faceoff. Knocks the puck loose. Slides it over to Jones. And he sidesteps the check there.
Well, you're on
Taking it from his own
you're on like a half name.
zone, moving the puck. Great pass from the left wing up the middle now.
Half name basis now, eh?
Possession along the wall. Along the boards, they battle for the puck. And takes a tour out of the offensive end to find some space at center. Moves the puck into the attacking area. Taken by Robitaille. Kopitar stick handling in his own zone.
Man, I can't even get in the zone, eh?
Loses the coverage there. Passes it over. Oh, denies him with the paddle save.
Are you on a first name basis with any of these streamers? Like, do you call them by their real names?
When you make yourself as big as possible, there's less holes in the net.
More than half the period has gone by. Hope you're enjoying this one. The game is still scoreless.
You know, because you said you're friends with them, right?
Takes it to the net. The Kings take over on possession. Moves it to the offensive zone. Here's a chance.
Hey, Lucky Luke.
It's the icebreaker goal, and finally we have one in this game.
But they found the back of the net, and it's still the first one in the game, so the opponent is hunting. Really like the strength that he has with his bottom hand on this backhand shot, James, to be able to put it by the goaltender.
Are you still modding on Kick? I saw recently on Kick there was these guys that they pretend to be a younger person, and then they draw in these kind of like predator, catch a predator kind of deal, and they oh geez, my guy went flying, and they were doing that. They don't really do it because they care. They do it because they, you know, for the views and clout. And the one guy threw a pumpkin at the back of this guy's head
And it's picked up by the knee.
and almost killed him.
There's a collision.
Nuts, man. They should really
Kachuk.
throw that guy in jail for doing that. You know,
Picked up along the boards by Spence.
I get that, you know, it's a weirdo, but
And this is why I'm glad I'm up here in a suit, Cheryl.
And I'm right there.
it doesn't justify murder.
Wouldn't want to be along those boards either. It almost looked like he left his feet early, but nonetheless, it's a bone crusher.
Inside the offensive end now down the left. What a stop! The Kings get a hold of the puck. And somehow he hangs on.
Tompkins has been great tonight, James. I mean, he's been he's really peppered in his...
He's your best friend. He did say he would love to mod for you if you ever stream. The friends that I call by first name whose streamer is the one you don't mod for. Oh, okay. Do you think you'd ever want to stream? It's probably not a great idea, but just get abused like mad.
Offense's own face-off, and he wins the draw. Oh, I thought he was going to be beaten, and he somehow got a piece of that. He grabs the puck here.
Like if you saw that troll page there, some people are stupidly rude. And it's always been like that too.
Cuts to the front. Oh, it's denied by Tompkins.
And girls get it worse. You know,
A big face-off here inside the offensive end.
you know, and you're ready for it.
And off the draw, they'll take possession. Passes over to Peltier. Under a minute to play in this dandy. The Kings scoop it up along the boards. Moore's moving the puck through his own zone. From the right side and up the middle. Stops the rocket of a shot. Scooped up along the wall by McEwen. Through the neutral zone, up along the wing. The Kings have it against the wall. In need of a goal, the extra attacker's out on the ice.
Extra attacker. There we go.
Scores into the empty net.
You have to have a real thick skin, to be honest. Because, you know, anything, any detection of weakness, they will abuse it. There's a lot of things that bother you as far as, you know, like even these streamers, you know, joking around and banning you and stuff. So, you know, I would proceed with caution because streaming kind of sucks. So, in that way.
This is over, right, Cheryl?
Oh, it's over, James. No question about it. You can see the elation on all the faces and on the bench. They know it. It was a hard...
And then, you know, if people figure out anything about you, you know, say you got some degree of success, you know, then people like start stalking and, you know, and harassing you and your family in real life. So is your family ready for that? That's something. Like every day, Pokemon gets several comments about people wanting to rape her. And some of her family members get comments too. Now the thing is that you can ban them, but they come back over and over because they're like nuts. And so, do you have a contingency plan if somebody's harassing you in real life because you're a streamer? Because you can't ban them in real life. Like there's people out there that make money by like literally doing bad things, making streamers look bad.
Oh, yeah, this is a lot of fun. I mean, this is the connection that you see between a fan base and their team, and it's a tradition, right? You come out on the ice and you want to salute them and say thank you for providing energy throughout the game.
Hope everyone had as much fun as we did.
And you even said before that you
I'm James Cebulski saying peace.
were really affected by, I can't remember the wording you said, but you're traumatized by you know, something that one of your streamer guys told you. So I mean, there's gonna be people in there that, you know, are gonna try to get your goat. You know, so that's the thing. You know, I don't know. I think that they're gonna find a way to get to you. It's gonna be hard. So, and I'm not, you know, whatever. If you want to stream, you want to stream, but saying be prepared because it gets pretty harsh. You know how Maverick always calls me old and stuff like that, you know, or different things like that. He calls me names and stuff like that, and he's supposedly someone that's on my side.
Welcome to some Hockey Ultimate Team action here on EA Sports.
They're very manipulative too. Some of the trolls too. Like I had one guy troll me before on Xbox. It has a notification of when you get invited to groups, and I had to quickly figure out how to get these notifications that were really racist that kept popping up on my screen. Like literally, there's a lot of streamers that wind up shutting their stream down crying because of the stuff people pull.
Shakes off the coverage. A little crashing and banging forces the turnover. Fires it on net. And the goaltender grabs that one for a whistle to try to slow things down here. Still plenty of time left in this frame. Still no score.
Although it'd be interesting to see why you want to stream, though. Gonna be.
And they win the draw on their own end.
What do you think would be the reason you'd want to stream? Because it's always interesting to hear people's reason for wanting to do it. Although I have a feeling you're not going to talk to me again for a while, so you're probably off doing something, but hopefully you heard that question and you'll fill me in as to the reasons why, like the actual reasons why. Don't be fooling around, you know, you want to hear it. Okay, one, I got banned because my behavior to the streamers as what Carsman did trying to be funny. Oh, Carsman's that did it to you? That's hilarious. And made his friend mod, and his friend teased me. He knew that hurt, and he has been good by telling me that I'm a cool mod and cool friend. He even said his friends that they needed a mod, and I would be a cool mod. Your behavior wasn't a problem. That's the thing, you know? They're shifting the blame onto you. You shouldn't be thinking that's your fault at all. There's nothing wrong with what you said or did. You know, you were showing concern. You just asked one of their friends, you know, is he okay? Or whatever. That kind of stuff. I remember you telling me about that one. That's there's nothing wrong with that. Shouldn't have got banned.
Yeah, I know it's not rocket science, James, but you
it's like a abused girlfriend blaming herself on the actions of her boyfriend, you know? It's not their fault. It's the person that was initiating that stuff. Yeah, he's gonna say that because he doesn't want to realize that it's him.
And that's blocked. Good solid check, and he loses control of it.
McDavid pass was so difficult, James. I mean, he stumbles, so he's off balance, and he's still able to corral the puck and get
Ooh, that was close, eh?
to the shooter. That leads to a great
They're buddies, though, aren't they?
The
They shouldn't be blaming you. It's not your fault.
shot denied by the goaltender. Puck picked up by Moore. Puts it on net. Easily turned away by the goalie's glove.
You've explained your situation a couple times to me, too. I mean, you know,
A timely save is everything.
I don't think you're at fault at all.
And that one's turned aside. And that goes off a player. Denies him again.
Those guys are just buttholes.
Tracking the puck, not one but two consecutive saves.
The Kings have had multiple scoring opportunities here in this first and could easily have a much bigger lead. Byfield's won the face-off deep inside the offensive zone. Quick feed to Spence.
There we go. Dipped it.
And it's back-to-back tallies.
Yeah, and they've been chomping at the bit. Now they've got their opponent on their heels. They need a quick change here and find a way to continue the
And
momentum.
even what you were saying, what you said and stuff, that wasn't controlling.
Redirected, and that's just beautiful timing and get
I joked about you being controlling once here too, but I was just joking. You know who's really bossy? Esta. She's like super bossy.
Yeah, they've got a 2-goal lead late in this first period. It's exactly the start they wanted to. They've been pressing all
Yeah,
game.
definitely.
They can't get complacent. They got to continue to push.
Oh, I
And they grab possession of the puck after that.
accidentally did too early.
The Kings have a hold of it in the defensive zone. Here they come on the rush. Chance in front.
Hey, got another one.
What a finish on the play.
So ultimately, you get really defensive,
Plays in a game that you don't
blaming yourself for what these guys did to you. But, I mean, you shouldn't. If you want to be a streamer, you shouldn't. Kind of kept telling him to calm down. Yeah, so he has to deal with that. He's a streamer.
The Kings have been all over them, and there's still plenty of time left in this first.
Probably need a mental health break because he's mental.
Byfield's won the
You know, if he doesn't want you to tell him to calm down, he shouldn't even tell you that he's on a mental health break.
Keep it out. What a blocker stop by Kochetkov. Now a quick pass to Nylander. The Kings gain control of it. Steps across the line and on the attack down the right side. Comes up with the stop.
You didn't want reminders. Well, boo-hoo for him. That's what he gets because he's a streamer.
Kings have been the better team.
You don't want people reminding him he shouldn't be telling people.
Result, more goals.
He could say anything as to why he was gone.
The Habs will play it
You
in
know,
the other end. The
maybe he had like a
here in the open ice. He got all of that hit. Play is called for offside.
laryngitis or something, Say anything. Then you wouldn't even ask him about it. Well, you'd maybe ask how he's doing, but... I mean, you don't tell people you're going on a mental health break if you don't want reminders. That's the thing. You said you want to be a streamer,
Sakic's won the draw inside the
and you don't share personal health information with your viewers.
Oh, he gets a blocker on it. What a stop.
Don't want to hear about it.
Taken by Draisaitl. And he's bowled
They'll, like, people rip apart streamers,
The Kings have it now.
And they find something in your history and stuff like that, too. It's even worse. Like that one guy,
The shot attempt. The Kings have
he,
Sakic's got it in the offensive
it got out that he done
right out to center ice.
OnlyFans, like, before or something like that, like male porn.
Whistle to slow things down.
He didn't want no one to know because he thought it'd be the end of him, and he was thinking he would off himself because people found out. Fortunately, people were very supportive of him, but,
McDaniels won the
you
draw.
know,
Great read on the block.
why do you think he didn't bring that up before?
Puck scooped up by McCarr.
You know, and he probably hears about it all the time now, too, that got out.
The Kings gain possession. McCarron's got it in the defensive zone.
You know, there's a lot of streamers that have mental health issues.
Final minute approaching here in this opening frame.
Like, a lot. Like, I'd say, I wouldn't be surprised if there's like 80% of them or something like that. I bet you, you know, since you watch so many streamers, I bet you 75% or more of them have mental health problems.
Keeps a hold of the puck after that knock. Takes the pass. Oh, and some smooth skating to lose the defender there. And he hangs on just as time runs out.
Especially the ones that are full-time at this stuff. You know? There's a reason. There's a reason people are able to work full-time on streaming. You know, because they're getting some sort of money from the government or, you know, stuff like that. You know, they're not working at the same time. They're either on some sort of disability or something like that. A lot of times, did it in his Instagram message his friend to me because he had his breakdown. He messaged me in frantic upset that night. But that's the thing. He shouldn't be doing that. You're not really his friend. You know, like, that's a parasocial relationship. You call yourself friends, but you're not friends. How many times have you been to his house?
This game through the first 20 minutes played.
The Kings have a healthy lead after the first period because they were ready to play right from puck drop, James. I mean, they're leading with their stick and they're giving their opponent nowhere to go with the puck, creating a ton of turnovers.
Lots of time left in this.
How long did you even know him?
Cruise control, leading it 3-0. Picked up along the wall by McDavid.
And if you're his friend, you should have known before that, way before that he's had mental health problems. 6 months. See, you weren't his friend. I mean, that's not a long-standing friendship. That's a parasocial relationship right there. Parasocial friendship. Not real. If it was real, he'd still be friends with you, not banning you. And for being bossy, that's not a way, not a reason to end a friendship.
Receives the pass. Puck moved over to Clark. He says, let's get physical on that play. Takes it across the blue line. A chance in front. And that's...
Friends are a little more forgiving than that. You know what I mean? And, you know, if you're going to become a streamer, you got to start understanding that parasocial stuff, I think, because it's kind of actually important. Because all these people claim to be your best friend, but they'll abandon you in a heartbeat.
The Kings gain control of the puck. And now it's grabbed by LaFontaine. Pad save by Kochetkov. Sends it over to Thomas. Puck knocked loose after that hit. Looks to make a play over to Moore.
Like, a lot of streamers will also be friends with people, like other streamers. They're not, you know, once they see any degree of success, they drop the other people in a hurry, and you see lots of that. Them always complaining about that on Twitter. Yeah, might have been overprotective of him, but I mean, he's still not your friend because he abandoned you.
A lot of jump in their steps since the drop of the puck in this one, and they lead it here in this second period.
You know, like if you're real friends and he said, "Oh, that bothers me,"
Possession.
then you'd say, "Okay, I won't do it anymore," and
Into the attacking
then
end.
he'd say, "Okay, we're still friends."
The Kings get a hold of the puck.
No, I'm gonna ban you on all socials.
Down the left wing and into the offensive zone. The Kings gain control of the puck against the wall. What a steal in his own end.
Because he's psycho, that's why.
Oh, how about
Oh, that was a good deep.
shake off the defender. And he had the answer on that play.
Lundqvist made a nice stop there, and that can be difficult to do, James. I mean, sometimes.
Hello!
Oh, what a one-timer to bury it.
Hello!
Well, they gain the advantage through the
Like,
neutral
I
zone.
don't know. I think you guys are a little bit loose with your definition of friends.
The puck carrier just manipulates their opponent to open up seams. They have the extra ice, they have the extra player, and they finish.
The Kings continue to hammer the accelerator here.
You know how you get lots of friends when you're a streamer? It's when you have lots of people watching and then they think they can benefit from you. And they all call you their friends.
To get to the net, and of course the motion on the outside, which is disrupting the coverage and opening up the lanes.
And then if they surpass you, then they're not your friend anymore.
Poked away from danger. Takes it in front. Hammers one from the point. Oh, and he stops that one. That was served up with a whole lot of spice.
Turtle gave you a warning?
Play here in this second.
Were you able to correct your behavior or what?
Offensively.
I don't know.
And they
Doesn't seem like a friendly thing to do either way.
Puck picked up by Forsberg. With possession along the wall. And now he moves it.
Threaten a ban to anybody. You're not their friend, first of all.
Taken along the wall by Benson.
Oh, see that?
Nice defensive use of the stick there. Kachuk's picking up steam.
Like with friends like that, I mean, who needs enemies?
Tries to get the puck.
Ah, right to him.
And that's taken away in the offensive end by Medina.
Oh, he looked behind him.
Puck is frozen and we get a stoppage in play.
McDavid's the leader of this team, James. They're getting flown out right now. You got to look at it as a game within a game, winning this offensive zone faceoff and trying to get a quick punch on net.
Right to my goalie, man.
Takes the feed, but under pressure. The Kings move the puck in the defensive zone. Right up the gut into the offensive end. And he's able to handle that one. And the goalie covers up for the whistle.
Believe me, I'll tell you like it is. So, you know,
The Kings are in.
you're wondering about any of these guys' antics.
Based on the scoreboard, they have been the more active team.
I can figure it out pretty much in a hurry. Because I could find 10 streamers just like them.
And he denied him there. Thomas works the puck in his own zone. Gets the puck in deep. The Kings gain possession along the wall.
But you never answered the question as to why you would want to stream, because that's significant. That guy scored in real life the other day.
Yeah, right from the rafters, all the way down. The booing begins, and it doesn't let up. They cannot believe that their team is just not played tonight, not happy with the efforts.
Goalie was down and out.
The Kings continue to hammer the accelerator here in the late stages of period number 2. It's been attack, attack, attack all night long.
Yeah, they had the puck on their stick. They've driven the net when they've had the opportunity. And, I mean, they've just played well. They've been dominant tonight, James.
And it's a quick pass to LaFontaine. Turned aside by Gardner. In front of the net, the goaltender covers up for a whistle on the play. Getting into the later stages of this period, the Kings have made this a thrashing with their latest goal. The Habs come up with the defensive zone draw.
Oh, Oh, yeah.
McDavid's got the puck in his own zone. The Kings scoop it up along the boards. Nice feed at center, moves up ahead now.
I did a loose puck
And
deep.
that'll bring an end to the second period of play. Let's get a clean sheet of ice and come back with the third period next.
He was thinking of he said he was rethinking of making you his mod after I told him to be careful with one of his followers who came in and asked him to play with him every time he had a friend over. I just thought it was strange because the follower never asked to play with me. And so I told him to be careful, that's all. So he was rethinking of making you. So he's thinking about unmodding you, I guess, because you told him about that. Well, I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why that person probably wanted to play with him is because he's the streamer. Ultimately, you know, not everybody wants to play with not the streamer, you know. They really want to play with the streamer for some weird reason. There's a sense of importance there, I guess, because they might think that they're going to be on the stream, maybe. But so that doesn't seem unusual to me, actually, is what you're describing as strange. But I mean, you know, it's good to give them a heads up. That sounds all right to me. No, but your family should know, because, you know, you're actually kind of putting them at risk. You know, because the thing is that, you know, somebody on the internet, you know, might dox you, okay? And, you know, and then suddenly somebody is calling a SWAT on your house or something like that. And that'd be terrifying for your family. You know, because you got to think of the worst things, right? You know, somebody decides they don't like you for whatever reason, and then they call a SWAT on your house. You know, if your family knows about it, at least they kind of knows what's going on. I've had people of concern. You know, there's people that have come into my chat saying they're going to kill themselves. There's people that, you know, try to figure out where you are, and, you know, there's all sorts of things. So, and there's people that stalk, and there's people that do all sorts of things. There's a lot of weirdos on the internet, and they'll go out of their way to try to figure this stuff out. You know, they'll take little clues and try to figure it out. As you notice, I'm pretty quiet about details, but some people aren't. You know, they're not very careful about it. But, you know, ultimately, if you run across the wrong person, it's bad. Like, you remember in my Discord, there was that guy that always talked about how he wanted to jump off a bridge, and he was always talking about how he wanted to get a gun because he didn't trust the police. I mean, that guy was unstable. You know, he was really mad when I told him to settle down a bit. Even I didn't really even get too harsh with him. I just, you know, told him to settle down, and all of a sudden he's trying to report me and stuff like that for all sorts of weird stuff, you know? That guy knew where my house was. Like, holy crap. He was close enough. Like, you know, I'm an advantage. He was in Ontario. So that would be quite the trek, but that does happen. There's some female streamers that have been murdered. You know. There's stories that I've read about different streamers, and some of them get run across real bad creeps, you know. And you don't know they're bad. That's the thing, you know. You know, you might find out too late that they're bad. You know, and that's the thing, you know. You gotta be super, super, super careful, even if you think you're being careful. Because you become a target, right? You know, I don't know, have you heard about the Hawk Tua girl? She was getting interviewed by some, you know, one of those little what would you do or what would you say or whatever interviews, just on the street, nothing of it, right? Just made it a little joke. And all of a sudden she's like super famous. Just from that one comment. And then, you know, she's doing not bad things with her fame, but I mean there's people that hate her now. She didn't do nothing bad. You know, she took some of the money she earned and bought a bunch of dog food and stuff for the dog food or for the pet shelters. You know, she's not doing anything unreasonable, you know, and her full name got out, and you know, I'm sure she's receiving all sorts of weird messages. And that was just like that, you know, became famous. So it's just sometimes it's just how it goes, you know, like somebody makes a meme out of you and that's it. Then you're famous and then you got a bunch of stalkers.
Well, with 2 periods played, Pounder, your thoughts?
The Kings have a comfortable lead here in the third period, in part due to their good habits, and they've been really effective.
You know, and they'll do, and they, you know, if somebody makes a meme out of you,
so managing and protect the puck is everything.
Then there's all these people making fun of you and stuff like that for money. Brutal.
Going to give everyone a chance to breathe and hang on to the puck. The Kings have built themselves up a comfortable lead here in this third period. And they win the
like, that's one thing, you know, I wouldn't mind the money of a big streamer, but the fame is terrible, I think. You know, because there's always somebody that wants to take you down. Because they're angry that they're not famous or something like that, you know? And, you know, they'll go through everything in your past history, everything that try to dig something up on you. Hello, big shot. Like, it's harsh. So, but you should let your family know, because you never know. You might run into that weird psycho right away, and then all of a sudden you get cops on your door, and then maybe your family doesn't know how to respond, and somebody gets shot. You know, because they don't know what's going on, right? Or maybe you might run into somebody that, you know, tries to manipulate you and you don't even realize you're being manipulated. And, then they find ways to get at you, you know, that you don't even realize that somebody would ever do. you know, and I mean, you know, there's a pretty good chance if you're careful and you don't,
Dreisaitl's got it alone.
um,
Just a
you know,
little too
let
much
any of your
confidence in
information
putting
get
it over
out,
the puck. Moves the puck up.
then
And the goaltender comes up with a
you'll
piece of it to
probably
keep
be
it out of the
okay,
net.
but you never know.
Gardner's able to put that puck to the
It's
corner, and it really keeps the
pretty
puck at
awful
arm's
world
length.
sometimes, you know.
Opportunity.
Oh, gets a little piece of
Your
it.
full name's out
Keeps it out of the net.
already.
The Kings can simply take this on cruise control based on the lead that they now have here in the third. Dreisaitl's won a big draw on their own end. Takes the feed. Now a quick pass to McDavid.
Some people have figured out where I live too, by the way.
Make something happen in the offensive zone. McCarron's exploring options with the puck. Passes on over to McDavid.
The Kings have played extremely
Despite how hard I'm or how careful I am.
structured, and they've been layered in their own zone, and now they're protecting the shutout. No,
I'm not sure what you're saying, not really to.
seen everything, but it's really great when you can get the big fat zero at the end of the game.
Oh, he's going to get called on.
Oh, your name.
Here comes the call.
I just had a gander at the bench, and the energy and the body language. I mean, they're defeated, James. And
Well, it doesn't matter. Everyone on the internet
it's
is
a tough one.
forever, right? You know that if you look at some channels online,
On the power play for the
you could have a photograph
An opportunity on their first
of you anywhere, like literally anywhere in the world.
look at the coverage as well.
And there's people that can figure out exactly where you are within 10 feet.
moved up ahead here in the neutral zone.
You know, like they know how to
Got the puck.
forensically look at the photo landmarks.
He denies that.
They can use software to
There.
cross-reference
And that's broken up in the
and
defensive
figure out all
zone.
sorts of things, right?
From the right wing, he moves it to the middle. Quick shot.
So,
Oh, what a
you know,
stop on the play. Gets it.
ultimately, if somebody wanted to,
Landeskog's taking it from
they
the
could take your
right wing.
picture, you know, from their stream, for example,
Turned aside by Gardner.
and then,
Now over to Barzal.
you know, cross-reference it, you know,
To the offensive zone. Huge
use the AI to figure out
with the puck.
who you are based on your Facebook.
Sakic's got it
I
again.
can send you an article which shows people that actually even
In traffic.
Being on the power
they
privilege.
they have the glasses on, like virtual reality glasses,
Games up and just
and in real time
he's been all around the net.
they have the AI searching through all of Facebook and figuring out their names and information about them as they wander across people. So, I mean, that's pretty interesting because, you know, it gives a lot of detail.
Clear message that they are not taking
You know,
their
they'll
foot off the
talk
gas.
to the person about recent events, and there's no way they should know that. But it's because they're using some glasses and hooked to a computer, and the computer figured out who exactly they are.
It has been a seamless effort.
Made the stop on the play. Makar's got it in the defensive end.
You know, the thing is that the world, that stuff makes it even harder to keep anonymous.
Shot. Gardner's opted to hang on to the puck for a faceoff. The Kings have definitely used the shoot first mentality, and look at the score here late. Puck is dropped and he wins the draw here in the defensive zone. Picked up along the boards by Kucherov. Carries the puck through the neutral zone. The Kings have it against the wall. And now they look to make something happen from the neutral zone. From point blank, big save in front. The Habs get a hold of the puck along the boards. Dishes it to Hughes.
And Facebook's already been in trouble with the law for, you know, users' information getting out. There's the whole Cambridge Analytica
Tosses it to Benson.
controversy they had because,
Face off after the offside call.
you know, people's privacy got violated.
The Kings have been a lot of fun.
So your information's probably on the dark web already.
Have capitalized late here in this third. Less than 60 seconds left here in the final frame.
You know what the dark web is?
That's knocked away in the defensive end by Spence. The setters will glide into the dot.
It's like a private part of the internet. You have to have a special browser to get to it.
Slides it across to
And you can buy almost anything you want. Like illegal, completely illegal, and even more illegal than illegal. But a lot of people's information can easily be found there. So like people go on there and they'll, like they'll hack a company or whatever, and then they'll release the information to the dark web. And basically people that know how to get there can get there and get it. So, like a lot of crime, people use it for a lot of crime stuff. A lot of naughty stuff that, people shouldn't be looking at. All sorts of things. It's kind of crazy. But yeah, if you wanted to buy information, that's one place that people can get it. If you wanted to buy a person or a hitman, you could do that too. Like there's even police that have to peruse that place to look for bad people too,
Well, we certainly had a great time tonight. Everybody in the broadcast crew as well, and from all of us here at EA Sports, I'm James Cebulski wishing you a safe and healthy night, and we'll see you down the road again soon.
And it's less traceable than regular internet. Like everywhere you go on the internet, your internet provider can tell where you are and stuff like that. But the dark web uses a lot of masking techniques and stuff like that, where people can't necessarily track it as easily. We have enough yet, I wonder? We should go look. Got an unopened pack. Let's open it. Here we go, Gary Roberts. I've heard of him. Play for Calgary. Alice too, I think. You're listening to me. I have a lot of interesting knowledge, I make sure to find out a lot of stuff, and like a lot of ins and outs of streaming, because I did get partnered on multiple platforms. So there's a lot of things that people don't even consider that they probably should about streaming. So despite the fact that I don't have necessarily a lot of people watching me ever, because I don't really kind of march by my own drum, but like Asta doesn't like NHL, but I still play NHL, because I'm interested in it. And when I switch to another game, she might like that one more, but kind of depends whatever I'm into at the time. But there's some streamers that'll just follow whatever they think. They'll play a game they hate because just short, man. I now have 28,333. Can I? Is that enough? 12 minutes left. Might be able to buy that one, like bids. See if we can win it. In it for a deal, man. Gotta do deeks. In this pack. You know, when you say you're listening to me, makes me wonder what warrants that comment. Hey, Weber. I don't know what changed in my lineup, but whatever. I don't know if that's the area I want to be. He exchanged a few 75 pluses. 77 pluses. 79 pluses. BRB in a tree. What am I doing? This is like checking to see, like you think of this mode as being like, if you buy baseball cards, hockey cards, I don't know, soccer cards or whatever. Like cards you buy in the store with pictures of the athlete on it. I don't know if they have those, but you can trade them. So yeah, I have all these cards and then I can trade them for better cards essentially. So it's like virtual cards. And I'll show you something really sad. I go to, I don't know, the store. Say I would go to 7-Eleven or wherever. If I wanted to buy some real cards. And, some people, they get the right card, Pokemon card or whatever, right? They get the right card that's pretty valuable. Some of them, sell for thousands of dollars in real life. Anyway, you can buy cards in this game. Only good for this game. And, for example, this pack here, um, let's say this pack here, 12,000 EA points to buy that, okay? I look at the pack odds. I get an 85 plus player, there's 33% chance. 84 plus player, 73% chance, or 83 plus, 100% chance I'll get an 83 plus. For a measly 12,000 points, okay? How much do you think that costs, Essa? Welcome back!
Welcome back.
So,
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
I buy, like, some card. No, I mean in real life money. How much do you think that costs? If I go to 7-Eleven and I buy a pack of cards, it's probably, $5 or something like that, right? $5, $10. I don't know. They might have went up in price, but let's say five to $10. Okay. So in real life, let's say $5 to $10. How much do you think this card pack is? There's 20 cards in the pack, virtual cards. They're not good for anything in real life. So 12,000 points. Here's the cost of the card or the points. So if I wanted 12,000 points, this is the one I'd have to buy. And you can see the price. It's $120.14 because it's on sale. So that pack would cost me $120 for this pack that's useless outside the game. I can't sell those cards like in real life. If I bought a case, for $100 of real hockey cards or $50 or whatever they are for a case, I don't know. And say I get a Gretzky or I get a McDavid, some popular player's rookie card, I could literally sell that one card for real money, several $1,000s to somebody. But in this game, I wanted that pack, which doesn't guarantee me anything really. 33% chance of getting an 85 plus player, go up to 100, like for the rating. So I'm probably not going to get a much higher than 85. It's going to cost me $120. It's on sale. Normally $133, looks like. Got me curious, though, because I'm curious how much is a case upper deck hockey cards? So if I go to upper deck itself, if I want to buy 2324 O-Pee-Chee Platinum hockey cards, which has 6 packs of cards in it. It's $30. And there's a chance I could sell one for one of those cards, for more than $30, right? Because I can sell them. But in this game, this is where the company making this game makes the big bucks. Because there's people, that have complained, FIFA or whatever, that their kid bought, thousands of dollars worth of cards in the game, for whichever game they're playing, and then they suddenly are on the hook for thousands of dollars of real money, but that kid has a super good team in the game, but I mean it doesn't do you any good. Soon as next year rolls around, anything I collected in this game isn't going to carry over to NHL 26, for example. Isn't that brutal? I mean, you can buy it with in-game money, as you can see 78,000, but I've earned about 25,000. If I didn't spend any of my in-game coins, I'd have about 50,000. So I can't even get this deck. But that one that we were just talking about, that's $900,000 of in-game money. So you get about 1,000 coins per game, probably. So it's like I'd have to play something like, you know, 9,000 games to earn this one pack. So anyway, I thought that was brutal. Did I win that auction? A bid, I must. Oh, I got my coins back. I didn't win. Well, that's how they make them. They make the dough, right? People get hooked on this mode. They play online, and then and I know the feeling. I try not to spend any money, and you're going against some super team because they spent $500 on cards. So in case you're wondering why I don't play online too much, that's why. It's because I'll get annihilated half the time. So the way I spend my in-game coins, I got 42,000 coins right now in-game money. Is I just buy individual cards that people overcharge for, but I mean it's just in-game money. You earn it by playing it, right? So I don't know. I'll buy this one, I guess. I'm not spending any real money on that. Just in-game coins that I've earned from playing. Because I like Drew Doughty. And here's the brutal part. If you want like some super big name player, they want hundreds of thousands of coins, in-game coins. So that again, that guy I just bought that from for 28,000 in-game coins probably spent real money on packs to sell that guy off. So it's like a whole economy. But like, yeah, if I wanted little Dustin Brown here, I got 14,000 in-game coins left now. Not even available. So they want 400,000 coins for them. So I could I had 400,000 coins, I could buy that random pack. Or I can guarantee I get a player I like. So it's brutal. And I got like 500 real money coins because of the, when you buy the video game, it comes with 500. Buy the more expensive version, it comes with a little bit more. Which is 500. It's the green ones at the bottom there. So because I have the normal edition, like literally, I can get this pack. There's 10 items, 6 players. Pack odds, maybe you get something. 1% chance of getting a half decent player. Or this one, 1% chance. Look at that, 5% chance of getting an 82 plus player. So it's not even a guarantee. And this one here, 3% chance of getting an 82 plus player. 10% chance, so you could get nothing. It's like playing a slot machine. Fortunately, I didn't pay any extra. I just got 500 coins that came with it. But what they're really doing there is they're trying to encourage you to, it's like getting a free play at a casino. They want you to play more, right? So let's try it. We got 500 real coins here. I'm not gonna buy any more. Came with the game for free, so let's see what we can get for this. Well, here we go. 76, not particularly useful. 75, not particularly useful. Mask, who cares? Celebration, who cares? 71, not really useful. 75. 75. The power up icon I might be able to use if I invest in him. I think. But I still got to invest in him. 71. So I didn't get nothing over 80. You see how it's like 1% chance? So this guy here is a power up icon. Let's look closer at him. I don't know if I can really do anything with him. Sometimes the power up icons had a way of you can invest in them and make them better cards. There you go. That was 500 coins, real life coins, and gone. Just like that. But if we wanted to buy that, like say I want to buy another pack now, I'd have to buy this for $6. So I essentially spent $6 if I had used real money. And it's not just NHL, FIFA, Madden, all those different EA games, and even the 2K games, the sports games, they all have these modes where you can do this. Because you want to collect the best players and stuff like that, and spend some real dough. There's some people that are streamers that'll, put up real money to get hits and stuff like that, but big waste. I just play it for fun. But it is super frustrating though. Go against players. Um And they always have like such a good team because they bought their way to the top. It's just like those phone games. And it's sad because I paid $100 for this game. Because that's the price of games, right? You think that you wouldn't have to invest extra. Know what I mean? This guy did make my lineup, but he's hut icons. He's not even. He's not a power up icon. I thought he's a power up icon. Well, not the kind of card I was even thinking. But if you go to this exchange thing, you trade in sets for different, better cards. So I think what you can do, you make a way to a Gretzky. It looks like. But you have to trade in all these specific cards. Well, these are power up icons. So it's basically encouraging you to buy more packs, right? Because then you get those better guys, right? Like Wayne Gretzky there. He's the most famous hockey player there ever was. You exchange all these different cards that you get the greatest hockey player ever. And that guy's got the record. Nobody's beaten his record yet. To give you a comparison, I don't know if you know anything about sports, but probably in soccer it'd be like getting Ronaldo or whoever. What if that icon token's that? That's the power of icon. Oh, it's just a token. You trade for the tokens. Bunch of player cards, and then you can take those and trade them in. Anyway, it's kind of interesting in the aspect of, if you can get something, then fun, but yeah, I get Saku Koivu, Mike Gartner, enough LA Kings cards that I can trade them in for team building player. Oh, that's how you get that Dustin Brown card. You got to trade in bunch. You got to get a lot of Kings. 77 plus Kings. That's how you get a McDavid factor card. Upgrade your arena. I mean, these cards are free every day. These bronze ones. I trade in some level 60s. And I get a 70 to 71. And then later you trade in your 70 to 71s for an 72 to 73. And then eventually, if you get enough of them, I guess, you get your 80 to 81s, which, I mean, I'm eventually throw out of them anyway because, you eventually the whole lineup would be 83 or 90s if you play long enough, I guess. But, they kind of get you with the thrill of opening packs, right? To see what you get. So if this is free, he's not going to be a great player. I just traded 4 cards for that guy. Got a 71. And you're hoping to get your favorite players, and stuff like that. You can play these hut moments. Which involves, getting something, like winning a game, get a random player. Try that. Oh, somebody got banned. '18th century individual. So this part kind of fun because it even follows the real NHL season sometimes, and or last season or this season. So they kind of set up a scenario and can recreate the individual situation, and then you get like bonuses.
Moments away from puck drop for period number 3. A perfect time for those viewers just joining us here tonight. And we are still scoreless. And the puck has dropped here in the third. Both these goaltenders have been dialed in tonight. And that's off a stick. Goaltender covers it up and we'll get a reset here.
So it gives you a reason to play because you get bonus cards and stuff like that.
Lots of hockey left to be played in this period. We're still scoreless.
Did you know that it did all this stuff in the game? So there's these kind of... It's kind of interesting, isn't it? In a way, like, like the strategy they have. I mean, it makes them billions of dollars between all their franchises, right? So they do all these sports games and... I don't know, it's pretty amazing the way video game companies make money. It kind of makes a card game and the thrill of chasing that card, but I think I'd be better off buying real cards, Did you hear about that guy that got that special Pokemon card? And somebody bought it for like 10 million bucks? Like a rare... It was like a Lord of the Rings. Like they only put one card out. It's Lord of the Rings ring card or something like that. Alexa, how much did the Lord of the Rings card sell for?
Inching closer to the midway mark of the period. We've still got zeros on the board. Can they take advantage after winning that draw?
$2 million is what it sold for. And then a Black Lotus card for Magic the Gathering sold for $3 million.
The Kings take possession in the defensive end.
So you imagine you paid, I don't know, you can buy those sets at Costco. But you buy the set of cards and then you are able to sell one for multiple millions of dollars.
A player should never be left alone in the slot, but man, is the goaltender to task here. Gets out in front of it and makes the save.
Well, there's different cards you can get. So, depends what you're into collecting, right? Those were Magic the Gathering, so you might go to a game store or something like that. Or even buy it through the company directly, I guess. But,
He's all alone with the goaltender. Oh, absolutely clutch at the stop.
then you have to know kind of what your value of your cards are, so you kind of probably got to look them up, make sure you keep them in perfect condition.
The Kings grab possession to the puck.
Or if you're doing sports cards, you might get it from a sports card shop, you know, that kind of thing.
Looking to make something happen along the
I don't know if Australia has that kind of market for the sports cards, but those Magic cards would be everywhere.
and that shot dies in traffic.
Costco sells giant like cases of Magic or of Pokemon cards. A lot of people buy and sell those too. Alexa, what's the highest selling Pokemon card? Alexa, stop. Alexa, stop. Gonna try to order me one there. Alexa, what is the highest a collector has sold a Pokemon card for? Pikachu something card sold for $5.2 million. And there's only one PSA 10 card known to exist. So that's why it's so expensive, because it's in perfect condition and pretty rare. You know, so they grade the cards, they put them in this plastic shield thing. But I mean, ultimately, you'll get commons most of the time you buy them, right? But if you're really into Pokemon, you might buy some Pokemon cards. What happens a lot of times too is, you know, even for the rare ones, you know, you might buy cards for a kid or something, right? And then the kids just destroy them, which makes them more rare, right? So, you know, that's the thing, you know, they play with them. I remember in school having cards, and you always played the game where you threw your cards against the wall, and whoever got it the closest to the wall, you know, you bounce it off the wall, and whoever got it the closest to the wall would win the cards that between you and your opponent. Just imagine how many cards that wrecked, right? Because they're not going to be perfect condition when you're banging them off the wall by throwing them. But how many cards did you wreck?
The Kings are looking to protect the lead here late in this third period, as they have been the dominant offensive club. The Avs win it in the defense.
I used to have a lot of marbles too.
Here they come on the attack down the right side.
Hey Stephanie, did you ever collect any cards or marbles or anything?
Listen to this.
Oh, they waved it off. You know, in sports too, that happens too, where you know, like in baseball, they'll catch a ball, and if it's the right ball, it's worth a lot of money, right? I remember seeing a video of somebody catching a ball, and then somebody behind them grabbed the ball away from them, and that ball was worth 200 grand because it was like, you know, a record-breaking ball. You know, it's a, you know, X home run of the certain player's career, that kind of thing. I almost caught a ball when I was at I was at a baseball game in Seattle, I almost caught a ball. It came down, landed at my feet, and then the person behind me grabbed it before I could even bend over. So if I would have caught it with my hand, I might have been able to keep it.
Well, this is a great feeling. I remember doing this when I was an athlete. You come back
That guy's fast. He had a baby in his hand and everything.
on throughout the game. Just a fun night all way round.
Ain't no party like a victory party. Great night of action on the ice.
He said that was like one of the first balls he's caught, too. Forgotten.
So we'll see you next time. And real soon, Doc.
You have marbles used to play with, but not collect? Yeah, I don't think marbles are worth all that much anyway. I don't know, maybe some weird rare ones, but... You know, I had, when I was younger, I had like Star Wars action figures. And G.I. Joe figures and stuff like that. And some of those really shot up in value. My mom gave them away some yard sale or something like that, you know, like, and then it's like, oh, and you look back and some of them were worth quite a bit, like, you know, multiple thousands of dollars for certain figures, you know, because, you know, over time they get lost and broken and whatever, right? My figures were played with, so they weren't in that great a shape.
We are just about to start period number 3 for those.
Yeah, but you don't realize that
Perfect timing here.
he's gonna sell them until
Still scoreless. Still
they're already gone.
We are now underway in the third. And that one stopped. And they'll get a breather.
It's not even that she got money out of it. She just gave it away to somebody else to sell.
Still plenty of time left in this frame. Still looking for our first goal.
They're like, oh, you're not a kid anymore. You don't need them.
Hands off one of his teammates in front. Handles the puck. And the stick his best friend on that save right there. My word, they've really got them hemmed in here in their own zone. Scores! Gabriel Landeskog.
The one thing I was heartbroken about is there's this comic in the back of the Edmonton Journal called Bub Slug.
On a deflected shot, everyone always talks
And
about
I always collected that when I was a kid. And, you know, he had like adventures where he was on the Oilers and stuff like that. And I one time when I was home way after I moved out, I found my collection of this comic. And it, you know, it just looked like newspaper clippings or something like that, right? And I was gonna take it back with me back to where I live. And because it's, you know, kind of a neat piece of history from Edmonton, because it was like the Edmonton Oilers of the 80s or whatever it was. They I kept those newspaper clippings, and then basically there's a comic. Later on, the comic became what was called Betty Comics. But I never ever did find those comics online. Like nobody, you know, usually on the internet you find somebody put a copy of them on the internet. But I put them by the door. It was ready for me to go home with me. And I guess my mom must have thought it was, you know, garbage, like old newspapers, so she threw them out. But it was like the whole collection of that one guy's comics that you can't find anywhere. So, you know, it's too bad because I wanted to reread them.
Puck is picked up here in the neutral ice by Sakic. Fires it on net. Oh, just got a piece of that one with the glove to keep it out. Slides it diagonally to Savard. The Kraken have the puck against the boards. The Kings look around near the point. Score!
Joe Sakic.
Yeah, back-to-back goals. You can feel the energy, the wave, the momentum, and the tide set turns here, James. They need to keep the pedal to the metal. What a goal. I'm surprised he didn't snap his twig in half after that snapper there, James. I mean, the force at which he bore down with...
Yeah, my mom was never a big collector of anything. She wanted to
Transfer weight.
keep a clean house, so she'd throw stuff out.
Center's ready to take the draw
Get rid of it. Wasn't being used.
Sakic's won the draw. The Kraken have taken control of the puck. And he gets a chunk of that to keep it out.
This is a really nice save, James. I mean, the shooter's in the middle of the ice. He's in the slot area, and he's got to get to the top of the crease, square to the puck to be able to make that save. Great job.
Handles the puck at the point. Oh, and another save.
They make some consecutive saves there. He's got to be wondering where his defense are. I mean, how about a little help?
Puck grab by Larson. Moves it to McCann. Fires it into the offensive zone. Passes the puck over to Landeskog. Through the neutral zone.
And you don't really know these things will turn out valuable later, right? Until later.
Here's a shot from a bad
So
angle.
ultimately, you know,
On the side.
it's just some old toys
To Doughty.
from their perspective.
CT, you know what he wanted there. Just came up a little wide.
Well, JC certainly did. He pulled it into his body, and as he corrals it, he lets it rip. But hockey's a game of inches, and that one just misses.
And we play on. Past the halfway mark of this period, the Kings are currently sitting in the driver's seat, leading 2-0.
You should put more redemption things. I don't know what you mean there.
Sakic's won the draw at center. The Kings carried along the wall.
Oh, you mean for the
One.
channel points?
To the paint. Centering.
I thought you were talking about like old action figures.
He tries to tuck it in. Scores! Wrap it up and tuck it in.
He was one step ahead of the goaltender, sealed tight to the post, and wraps it around. Gets there first and gets the goal. Well, goaltender, he's going to want this one back, James. I thought that he was set to position. Just the blast of the...
Gonna highlight your chat, I think.
Got a good chunk of it, but it went in. You can see the frustration in the body language.
We should try to get Maverick to come to Twitch.
The Kings have a significant lead here in the third period. They have brought their A game tonight. And they take control of the puck here in the neutral zone. Takes that pass back at the point. And the shot dies in the traffic jam. Larson's moving the puck through his own zone. Slides it on over to Dunn. Down the left wing, they gain the zone. Picked up along the wall by Doughty. Quick feed to Savard. And he slides it quickly to Sakic. Oh, here we go. Spectacular stop by the goaltender. How did he hang on to that?
Decor's got to make more stops like that, James. He's got to reset the momentum for his team. I mean, it's not about what happened or the present moment. It's about the next save, and that's the key contributor to reset this team and get them moving forward.
Takes it across the blue line. Centering feed. Oh, and he comes up with a stop. And the puck stopper hangs on.
Maverick asked me a question in Discord.
Here in the late going of the frame, the Kings are in cruise control, leading it 3-0.
Yes, a lot of questions in Discord.
Into the third. Quick pass to Doughty. Great save by the goaltender to get a pad on that.
Ultimately, he's not here, so it doesn't matter what he said.
The Kings have traded tonight like a shooting gallery and are in.
Let's see what he said here. Talked about some movies. When are you going to stream in Facebook? Well, he can come over here and ask me.
Control late in the third. Sakic's won the draw and they're on the attack. Moves it to Doughty. And he takes the feed.
I don't know.
Everly's moving it ahead.
Maybe never. Who knows? Facebook's very punishing when you're a variety streamer.
Doughty's got the puck in his own zone.
Give it away.
Takes the feed at center.
I listened to the Chili Peppers there and gave it away now.
The Kings gain possession. Odd man rush. Moves the pass in front. Off a stick and they can't complete the play. Here's a short pass to Dunn. He carries the puck up along the wing. Final final seconds of this one, and the home fans certainly appreciate that they got their money's worth tonight. Oh, wow.
Holy crap, I can't believe that scored.
Well, and the coaches will be preaching, listen, have no mercy. Continue the pounding, continue the beating, because they are on a roll. They do a great job in transition, and they recognize they have the number. So on the odd man rush, they've got someone driving the net, pulling the knee back, and guess what? They capitalize on the space that they're given.
The Kings are in the home stretch of this one, leading big time in the third. Final horn has sounded, and that's all she wrote.
Looking lucky, Luke.
Smiles and high fives all around as their Tandy picks up the shutout, and everybody's happy tonight.
You're always happy when the light doesn't go on in your end, James. And no sunburn for him because he kept it out. I mean,
Yeah, completed the moment.
he challenged at the top of his
You get the prize.
he was playing confident the way he was playing so aggressive.
Be aggressive. Be aggressive. EHGRES is IBE. Yeah, I'm gonna wash him. Be right back.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
I gotta beat Buffalo. Accomplish this goal.
Moments away from puck drop for period number 3. A perfect time for those viewers just joining us here tonight. And we are still scoreless. Third period is now underway.
The third period.
The next goal could be a critical one. And that's off a stick. And that's blocked away. Through center along the wing. Drives to the crease. Feeds it over. Good stop by Lundqvist. Takes the feed. The Kings take it across the line. Nice stop by Levi. There's the whistle as the puck is frozen up. Lots of time left.
I'm still thinking it's hilarious because the last stream I had on Facebook is this could be the end title. I haven't streamed there since. Isn't that hilarious?
Feeds the puck across to Landeskog. Oh, that goes off his helmet. Hopefully he's okay.
And of course, it was in reference to
Everybody lines in for the face-off.
Star Wars Outlaws. It could be the end of that story.
Back underway as he wins the draw inside the offensive zone. The Kings will play it in their own end. Moves the puck along the half wall.
Although, you know, I'll tell you one thing. I have more subscriptions,
And he takes a shot. He scores!
like people subscribing to me on Twitch than I did on Facebook.
They can't blame the goalie on this one who's tracking the puck, and then all of a sudden it changes direction because it deflects off of a defender in front. Real tough puck.
You'd think if you had like 8,000 people following you on one and 300 like following you on the other, that the 8,000 would be more people subscribing.
First half of this third period, what's the strategy now here, Cheryl?
Well, you know, I think they've gotten to this point because they've held the possession time, James. They haven't panicked. They've had good patience.
But
with the
part
puck.
of it
They
is
can
that
do that.
Facebook's not really that suited for streaming.
Easily turned aside by Levi. There's the whistle as the goalie hangs on. We haven't even hit the midway mark of the period. 1-0 is where we sit at this point. Sakic's won the face-off, and now let's see what they can do. Doughty's taking it from his own end. Knocked away. The Sabres get a hold of the puck in their own end. Paterka's got it in the defensive end. Sends it deep inside the offensive
You know,
zone.
Stephanie didn't ask about dinner again today. What's up with that?
The best part of the game. It's really tight. It's down the stretch. One mistake either way will be the difference maker.
Gains control of the puck here at the line. Sends it to the middle, and that's stopped. We got a whistle as the puck's frozen. Past the midway mark of the frame, we got a 1-0 game to this point. And they'll start with possession. Quick feed to Savard. Blast from the point.
Oh, that's close.
Challenge as he gets his pad on it. And
You
they'll
bet I had Thanksgiving dinner like turkey. I did have turkey. Turkey and mashed potatoes.
centers are lined up.
Stuffing.
Ready to resume.
Pumpkin pie from Costco for dessert.
Inside the offensive
Boy, oh boy, you never saw so many dang pumpkin pies.
shooting lane.
And when you look at Costco, they had like must have had 3,000 pumpkin pies there.
Save. He'll probably field up.
A lot of pumpkin pies.
The Sabres will play it from the defensive zone. Through the open ice, they're picking up steam. The Sabres play it along the boards. And that's a great heads-up play in the offensive zone. The Kings have a hold of it in the defensive zone. Taken along the wall by Shaw. And he takes the pass. Steps inside. Sends a pass over. And he makes a save there. Levi's got it, and he's going to hang on as we get a whistle.
Well, he's been dialed in right from puck drop, and he has been under siege, James. Nice job to hold on to that puck. Now they can hit the reset button.
The Kings been going in one direction all night long, and that's to the net. And they lead it here late in this third period. Tremendous stop by Levi.
Levi's been dialed in right from puck drop, James. I mean, he's made the key saves that he's need to make, and it's all about for a tender managing the momentum swings of the game, and the timeliness of the saves have really given his team an opportunity.
Under a minute to play in this dandy. Here's a shot. Denies him on the slapper.
Get ham and scalloped potatoes and macaroni and cheese. And tomorrow will be turkey and that.
Dangerous as they move along the boards. Shakes off the defender with some nifty.
You like turkey and that?
And he stopped that one. They've got to find a way to get some offense here, and they've got to add into the wide open cage. It's an empty net goal.
And a sigh of relief as insurance marker. You put it in the empty cage and you don't ice it, that's a good thing.
Macaroni and cheese is actually kind of a weird combo, damn.
You can see the body language on them, James. The dying moments of the game, and they're able to get the empty net goal. Everyone can take a deep breath.
I think that's why.
That should do it.
Do you like turkey and mashed potatoes? You put gravy on it?
Insurance marker they needed on that last empty netter there, Cheryl.
Well, outside of a major hiccup, that should be it, James. That should seal the deal. That lead should get the win.
Puck picked up by Doughty. With possession along
No.
routine save made by Levi.
Our gravy makes mashed potatoes way better.
See if we can pick up
Makes
some
turkey better too.
here as the face-off is ready to go.
Adds some moisture to it.
Face-off and he wins the draw. Booming shot, and he stops that cannon there. Wow. Brings the puck.
Don't like gravy. I don't know how you could possibly like mashed potatoes without it.
Kings gain control of the puck. And the fans on their feet recognizing a solid victory here in front of them. Comes up with a big-time glove save. Oh, just a great heads-up play by Power. And that's it. Well,
Maybe your foster mother doesn't make good gravy.
I mean, he was so calm in the net. And when you have a goaltender that's standing on their heads, guess what? You have a ton of confidence to play your game. He was fantastic between the pipes.
And the party's not over just yet, Pounder. Look at them. Here they come back out onto the ice.
You gotta love it. Just a fun night.
I remember my nephew growing up. He would not eat his mom's gravy, man. He hated it.
For joining us, we had a great time. Hope you did too. For all of us,
But his grandma
good night.
called her gravy meat sauce. And he thought it was great. He liked meat sauce, but he didn't like gravy. Because he didn't like his mom's gravy, you know, and he didn't want to have gravy at all. But he didn't realize that meat sauce was just gravy. It just was different than his mom's gravy. You know, because different people make gravy a little different way. Is the mashed potatoes that you have, is it like all whipped and stuff like that, or is it more solid? Because you can make mashed potatoes in different ways too.
We are just about to start period number 3. For those of you just joining us, perfect timing here tonight.
Yeah, I mean, both ways are homemade.
Puck is dropped on period number 3. We're still looking for the game's first goal.
So whipped is when they use like a blender, or not a blender,
Great stop by Bobrovsky.
a machine where it spins it and whips it. It's a little fluffier than, but some people make mashed potatoes by mashing it manually.
Oh, denies them with the paddle save.
So it's a little more chunky, you know?
Hammers it. Oh, and that's just on the side of the net.
Well, this is
And both ways are homemade.
fast. James just wants to get rid of it and fires it wide.
So is it like chunky at all?
He's looking against the half wall. Shot.
Oh, crap.
They're on the board here in the back half of this one.
Well, they've been sniffing all around it all night, haven't they, James? But now they finally punched their ticket in the second half of this game. They got to find a way to get another one.
The Panthers with a huge goal here in this third period. Now buckle up, and can they hang on?
Well, I think it's more than hanging on, James. They got to continue to attack, and they've got to manage the puck. I mean, yes, it's the third period. There's a lot of runway left here. It's only a one-goal game.
Slides the puck over. Quick pass to Landeskog. Oh, look at this. Here they come. They've got numbers. Oh, what a stop with the blocker by Bobrovsky. The Kings get a hold of the puck. Takes it to the front.
There we go.
And the scratching and clawing has paid off as we are back to even.
Well, we're back to evens, James. I really like their game. I mean, when you're pushing and you're trying to find a way to get ahead and on the top, you have to trust the process. That's exactly what they've done, and they've been rewarded for it.
The Kings are wheeling, dealing, and have tied things up here in the third.
I like that wheeling and dealing, James, because they've had possession throughout this entire game, the majority of it, and their opponent has been chasing it, but leading. So they get the equalizer and the momentum.
Dang it, Ison. Esther, do you like mashed potatoes a certain way?
Mark of the period. The next goal could be a big one as we are tied. Sakic's won the draw deep in the defensive zone.
Huge win by the center to give his team an opportunity to get out of the zone after a critical icing.
Oh, no luck as it goes off the outside of the post.
Don't eat it no more.
I like the habits and the shot selection right there, James, but it goes off of the pipe, doesn't stick.
And we take a drive to clutch.
You don't eat mashed potatoes? Oh.
The lead is in their hands, and now it's about building off of that. Good shift management, dictating pace, controlling.
Well, when you ate it before, did you like it a certain way?
I tell you what, coaches love these types of goals because it's all about hounding pucks and searching for those secondary opportunities, James. He has a knack for the net. It's a nose. You have to have it, but you have to willing to pay the price, get to the tough areas of the ice to get those kind of goals. They're scrappy.
The Kings have a critical one-goal lead here in the third. Cheryl, what's the strategy now?
Well, there's a couple of them, and I like to press because I think it's really important. That's how you got the lead, but you have to be very mindful when the puck turns over. You have to get back to the middle of the ice and certainly protect.
Keeps possession. Oh, look at this.
Ah, crap.
I got 2 words for you. New game.
Yeah, certainly is, James. And who's going to come?
I had the lead too, eh?
Of this face-off. You want to be able to get that puck in the offensive zone and find a way to continue to attack.
And they win that neutral zone draw. Landeskog's got it in the offensive zone. Puts it on net. Pokes it away in his own end. Fantastic save. Makes a save again. Here they come on the attack. Some solid defensive work in their own end with the poke check. Shakes off the coverage. Oh, he got all of that. What a save by Bobrovsky.
Ah, where's aiming?
That's out of reach and out of the offensive zone. And that's stolen by Barkov.
Oh no! My goalie didn't get back.
Finish, and they've taken the lead.
Now they're leading.
You can feel momentum swing, James, and you can tell that they're playing with more confidence, and as a result, they get a little puck luck and they put it in.
The Kings need to find a way to convert one here late as they trail in the third. Taken by Doughty. The Kings take it along the wall. Passes it over. And he'll likely feel that one in the morning. The Panthers have it now. They go on the attack through center. Puts a little mustard on the hit to knock the puck loose. Here we go, odd man rush. They score!
Rider up!
Just what the doctor ordered, and we are tied.
Nothing like igniting a flame when you get the equalizer late in the game here, James. It's all about sticking with it. That's exactly what they've done. They haven't been frustrated. They've been patient, and they break through.
The Kings' last goal, Cheryl, huge.
It is massive, isn't it? And the timing is impeccable. Right at the end of the game, you find a way to get the equalizer, and this really puts the opponent on their heels. It tightens up their sticks, so they have to attack and find a way to get to the net.
Where's aiming?
Fires, that goes right out of the zone. Doughty's got control of it now behind the cage. Feeds the puck over to Landeskog. Here's a shot. Glove side save.
Landeskog's determination on the puck, even though he stumbled and has a lack of balance, really shows right there, James, as he finds a way to get that pass through to the shooter.
That knocks him off the puck. Picked up along the boards by Savard. The Panthers gain possession along the wall. Here he is, wristed on net. Way too much congestion blocks that. Pushes it across to Sakic. Oh, what a move. Oh, and he comes up with a big stop there. And the traffic neutralizes that threat. Oh, I thought he had the corner and just missed.
Well, it looked like he did. You could just see that inside.
Oh, sudden death, overtime.
Bottom hand as well, but he's unable to convert.
Well, there's the horn, and we are still evened up here. here in this one. That means a little bonus hockey. Overtime is coming up in moments. Overtime action is underway. Absolutely love it.
Ooh! That's the card I acquired.
Listen to this place.
Look at his teeth.
I really like the way they
You like his
moved
teeth?
to wait for the right time to be able to move that puck for the one-timer in that low slot area. He didn't have
Hockey
much time.
players at that level are very proud of it when they're missing teeth. That means they probably got hit in the face with a puck.
This has really become one of the real premier party destinations in the hockey landscape, and here's a reason why. Look at this celebration here, Cheryl.
And you gotta love this. I mean, the fans are there for you while you're playing the game, and you come back out to say thank you to them.
Well, on behalf of Cheryl Pounder, my broadcast partner, my name is Jim.
That was a real back and forth game. Holy cow.
Moments away from puck drop for period number 3.
I don't have scalloped potatoes very often.
Joining us here tonight.
I am, though.
We are still scoreless. Both goalies absolutely locked in here through the first 40 minutes. Let's see if that continues in the third. Big hit, and that frees up possession. Moves it to Doughty. Denies him with the save. Play rolls on. And he coughs it up with the pass. Made the stop on the play. Tries to get the puck over to Fiala. Can't maintain possession. Quick shot. Oh, he just got enough of that to keep it out. And it's kicked away. Puck scooped up by Doughty. Gains the zone. The Kings look to start the transition game. From center, they get into the attacking area. Takes a shot. And now it's grabbed by Savard. Gains the zone on the left wing. In close. Oh, what a stop with the paddle. Blocked in traffic. Feeds it to Byfield. No quarter given here as they battle for the loose puck along the boards. The Kings take possession in the neutral zone. Takes the return feed. Avoids the poke check. Turns it away.
Well, that shot came quick, and it was right out front. He had to be sharp. He had to be right on it and show his brilliant reflexes.
Oh, and some smooth skating to lose the defender there. Works it across to Shaw. Sends it in front. Oh, and he just couldn't properly connect with that shot. Anderson's taken down to the ice. We got a penalty coming up. Shot. Denies him. He got all of it. There's the whistle.
Penalty against me.
Decision.
You can play aggressive, but you got to walk the edge. This is an undisciplined penalty, and it's going to be a 2-minute minor.
Are you on one of them keto diets?
For the first time tonight. Sakic's quick stick off the draw wins possession.
Power plays, more time on the ice, the ability to get that puck moving. These players know exactly what they're doing. They work on it in practice. Spoke to some of them earlier today at the pregame, and they talked about the execution and the precision in particular with their puck movement.
Denies him! The Kings scoop it up along the boards. Up along the wall on the right side and into the attacking area.
Sorry for jumping in, James, but that was a massive hit.
Hope everyone's enjoying the game here tonight. Another big face-off here on this power play. Play resumes here as he wins the draw inside the offensive zone. The Kings take possession in the defensive end. And it's poked away in the neutral zone. Nice heads-up play there. The Kings played along the wing. Takes a shot. Blocker save. The Kings gain control of the puck against the wall. And time expires on the power play. Both teams back to even.
Timing is everything, James. A critical moment of the game. You have a power play. You know how important it is, and you don't deliver. Real frustrating for the entire group.
Here he is in front. And that goes off course off a body. The Kings have it in the offensive end. Savard's going to play the puck behind the cage. Great defensive effort breaking up the pass. The Kings have it against the wall. Grabbed along the boards by Byfield. 2-on-1, here we go. Passes it over. Makes the save. Oh, how did that stay out? Landeskog's gained the line and on the attack. Dishes it off. Tremendous stop by Kemper.
Love the way the goaltender gets tight to the shooter here. The puck's in the low slot. You want to take away time? You want to take space? Goaltender does save.
And that slides right out to center ice. Takes the feed in the middle of the neutral zone. And we've got an offside with a face-off looming. Late goings of this period. Still looking for our first goal. The Kings win the draw. On the attack along the boards. Scooped up along the wall by Savard. Great heads-up play to poke it away in the offensive end. And it's broken up by a nice defensive use of the stick. Doughty swooping in on the attack. Feeds it over. Oh, read it perfectly. What a save. Again, the denial by the goaltender.
Well, you know that he's a fierce competitor, and he battled to make consecutive saves there, James.
Picked up along the wall by Savard. Feeds it on over to Landeskog. Here's a shot. Big stop just as time expires in the period. There you go. 3 periods down and still no winner. So we go to overtime. It's sudden death. Be cool. Don't be a fool and go anywhere. It's coming up next. The moment of truth has arrived. Overtime is set to go. Oh, you can feel the tension in this arena. Sudden death overtime is underway. Sakic's lugging the puck. They've got some momentum here. To his teammate. Easy pad save made by Kemper. Here they come on the attack down the left side. And someone
Penalty.
here as the ref's hand goes high in the air.
Well, you know your PKers and your goaltender have to stand on their head here. It's overtime, and now you're shorthanded.
Sakic's won the draw here in the defensive zone. Sneaks by the poke check. To the low slot. Denies him in front.
Oh, what a save there, James. I mean, that's situational awareness at its finest, knowing exactly where the threat is in that slow slot and taking all the space away.
Takes the puck as the clock ticks down on the penalty kill. For the win! And he denies him with a monstrous save here in overtime! And there's another stop!
Wow, James, was he ever dialed in that sequence of saves? I mean, 1, 2, multiple saves here. His D's got to help him out.
Clark's across the line now and on the attack in the offensive end. Stones him in front. And we'll get the whistle after the goaltender hangs on.
Oh no!
Byfield's ready for the draw on this man advantage. The Kings take possession off the faceoff. The Kings have it from their own end. Under a minute left in overtime. The Kings can't take advantage of the overtime power play.
Well, James, I'm not sure if the emotion got the better of them with that power play unit, but it's overtime. You got to find a way to be urgent, drive the paint. That was not acceptable.
Moves it around along the half wall. Backhander in front. Just wide of the net.
Sometimes there's pressure on players when they get into that prime time scoring area, and because of it, they rush the shot, and I think that happened right there.
A critical draw here.
Mashed with milk and butter.
Byfield's won the draw inside his own end.
Guess what? Chicken butt.
The Kings get a hold of the puck along the boards. Gaining speed through center, and here they come on the attack.
Oh, what a robbery.
Kopitar stick handling in his own zone.
He decided to eat potatoes again?
Here's it. Turns him away. The Kings gain possession. Here's a chance.
Coldplay and Metallica, eh?
But it's not going to count as the whistle goes before.
That'll probably be a good show. I never pictured you as a Metallica fan, though. A Coldplay fan, you know.
Time fails to find us a winner, so we'll take it to a shootout next here on EA Sports.
What was your favorite Metallica song? I gotta do shootout.
I'm amazed at the mixed emotions when we get to the shootout, as some people say they don't like it, the traditionalists, but guess what? Nobody's turning away when the moment of truth arrives. Shuts it down, what a save!
Huge save. You could tell that he wanted that one.
Landeskog's up next. It's his time to shine. Makes a save on that shootout attempt.
Well, with today's technology and all the resources available, you know that goaltenders have the book on the shooter, and I'm telling you, he read this one perfectly.
Oh!
Oh, what a shot to period.
Well, this is just an accurate, quick-release shot that beats the goaltender clean on the shootout, James.
Well, you're starting to feel the pressure here on the back half of round number 2. Already down by 1. They need a goal here. What a chance, but couldn't pull the trigger.
You have to trust your skills when you're the person that's chosen. Be reactionary. Read what the goaltender's giving you.
Leads it
And
perfect.
I have to score.
love that he doesn't sit back in his crease, but he gets out and challenges and takes away as much of the net as possible.
Scores! Coming up clutch.
Well, I thought it was Kopitar, but it's not. Logan Shaw.
All the pressure is on him to score, and he finds a way to get it in the back of the net. The shootout will continue.
As the shootout rolls on here, here's an excellent opportunity to put his team ahead. And he says, on that play.
Yeah, in the shootout, he's confident and composed. You don't see him moving around in his crease. Just makes himself as big as possible. Looks really efficient.
Oh, and he couldn't get the shot off.
I think this is a product of overthinking, James, as he runs out of real estate trying to make a decision, and he doesn't get it off.
And he comes up clutch here in the shootout.
This is why they practice it. A lot of the time, post-practice,
Woo!
so do shooters. He does a great job of anticipating to make that save.
Stops it.
Ah, crap. I did a drag shot, but it didn't work.
Yeah, I mean, this is 1v1 against the goaltender, and he's challenging at the top of his crease, but most importantly, he's tracking and anticipating the net.
Oh, no.
Wow, what a hammer.
Yeah, he was waiting for the goaltender to make the first move, and once he saw the opening, the flick of the wrist, and buried the puck.
There it is.
Ah, crap. I lost.
Needed to take the win.
Hey, Stephanie, what's your favorite Metallica song? Oh, I thought you did.
We are just about to start period number 3. For those of you just joining us, perfect timing here tonight. And we are still scoreless. Still looking for that first goal of the game here as we get underway in the third. Oh, he saved it! Oh my goodness, what a
Oh,
stop!
that's unbelievable, James. I have no idea how he got to that puck. It's some gymnastics at its finest.
That's blocked. Back to the point it goes. Quick shot, and he says no. Here's a short pass to Savard. Looking to make something happen in the offensive zone. What a stop Reed with the stick. The Kings have a hold of it in the defensive zone. Shaw's got it along the wing. Centering feed. And he denies that great opportunity there. And there it is, stopped by Kemper. Fiala's moving the puck through his own zone. Smart defensive play there. The Kings take it along the wing. Here's an odd man rush. Doughty's got the puck. Rips it. Scores! The deadlock broken as we finally see the game.
Joe!
Will it hold up now?
Well, we're in the second half of the game, so it certainly took a while, James. And I don't think you change your mindset now that you have the lead. You got to continue to attack and try and put in another one. Well, he gets all of this one, and you know that players, they can shoot off 1 foot from behind them, in front of them, but this one's teed up perfectly right in his wheelhouse, and he gets all of it.
Hey, there's nobody in the crowd.
The Kings are in the enviable position of
One side there.
here in this first half of the third period after that goal.
And I
Weird.
really like the style they've had to their game here, James. They've dominated in terms of possession time because of the reads they've made off one another. They've been patient with the puck, they haven't panicked, and they've looked to attack at the right times.
Looks to pass it to Fogle. Great heads-up play with the stick by Savard. Doughty's got it against the boards. And a stick breaks that up. Fiala's got it along the boards. Taken along the wall by Doughty. Moves it quickly over to Sakic. Along the half wall with the puck. And that skips away on a nice defensive deflection. The Kings have it in the offensive zone. Passes it over. Puck grab by Fogle. And it's a quick pass to Fiala. And he slides it quickly to Byfield. Picked up along the boards by Sakic. Oh, it goes right off the post. The Kings have it behind the cage. Strong defensive effort. And he maintains possession of the puck here. The Kings gain possession in their own end. Fogle's gaining momentum. Looking to make something happen along the boards. Grabbed along the boards by Doughty. They gain the zone from the left side. Centering feed. Oh, and they can't connect on the pass because it was broken up in front. Kemper's got the puck, and he's going to slow things down.
Well, he's slowing things down because his team has been under siege, James. It's the third period. It's a tight game, and he elects to get the whistle. I like this decision. It's the right one. Now everyone can get a rest, and coach can get the right personnel out there.
Steps in front of the shot. Shaw's got the puck near the back end. Quick feed to Fogle. And that's a great hits-up play by Fiala. Angles it over to Landeskog. Right on the doorstep. Oh, you might call that friendly fire as it goes off one of his teammates. Pushes it across to Landeskog. Moves the puck behind the net.
When's that concert, Esta?
Off his stick. Stops him cold. A big draw looming here in the offensive zone. The Kings take possession off the faceoff. Moves it over to Fiala. And that doesn't reach the net. Tries to feed it over to Fogle. From along the boards, moves the puck ahead. Dumps it into the O-zone. The Kings gain control of the puck. Doughty's got the puck in his own zone. Shot!
Kemper's been so consistent throughout tonight's game, and I mean, he's made timely saves as well. A lot of shots that he's faced, and the save percentage is an indicator of it.
A big face-off here inside the offensive end. And there it is, the final horn. You know, Cheryl, always impressed when a goalie puts up a clean sheet, especially in today's game.
Well, in today's game,
Look at 14,496 in-game coins.
Moments away from puck drop for period number 3. A perfect time for those viewers just joining us here tonight. Been a fun one tonight with the score 2-1 to this point. Final frame is underway here. Well, Pounder, we've played more than 40 minutes now in this one. How do you view things?
The Kings coach won't be happy with their performance tonight in the effort areas and the habits. I mean, they really haven't been hard on the puck. They haven't been strong or physical. And as a result, their opponent has taken it to them because they've had the puck the entire game.
Landeskog's taking it from his own end. Nice dish from the left wing. Here's a chance. Close, but not close enough. And the puck hops out of the offensive zone. They'll be forced to regroup. Scooped up along the wall by Savard. Gaining momentum up along the side. Fires it on net. And that goes off a player in front. Can't hang on to the puck after taking a knock. Denied that one. Nice stick work to knock the puck loose. Oh, stops it with a glove. Great reflexes there.
Well, this is just a great save from the slot area. I mean, he recognizes where that puck's going. He gives it top of the net, but he takes it away.
Getting closer to the halfway point of this frame. It's 2-1. Fantilli's won the draw in his own end. Now let's see if they can clear it. Slides into Werenski. Quick pass to LeBanc. Puck picked up by Savard. Takes a knock, but he's still got the puck. Here's a shot. That's gloved by Lundqvist. Ref blows the whistle as the puck's covered up. Centers are set. Face-off ready to resume play. Sakic's gained possession, and his great work inside the face-off circle pays off again. Tenacious battle for the puck along the wall. Sakic's got it in the defensive end. Oh, you'll feel that one. And there's the whistle icing the call. Past the midway mark in this period, it's a 2-1 hockey game. Fantilli's got the puck, and they'll go on the attack.
Puck possession right off the draw, James, against a very tired group who just iced the puck, leads to an opportunity. Not a great penalty to take. I mean, you're down a goal. You're trying to fight to get back in this game, and now you find yourself shorthanded.
As they step into the face-off circle, let's see if they can take advantage on this power play.
Though they haven't scored on the power play.
Oh crap! Making me pay for it.
Back of the net for the power play tally. The Blue Jackets are sitting pretty here in this third period, now holding down a 2-goal lead. Nice spot to be in, Cheryl.
Ah, the perfect spot to be in when you have a 2-goal cushion back half of the third period. I think you're enjoying it, but the reality of it is you can expect to push. So it's all about game management right now. Know where you are, make good blue line decisions, and make sure you're not doing anything risky with the puck.
Gotta start scoring, man.
Sakic's won the draw here in the offensive zone. Can't connect. A blast! Oh, fantastic save by Mercer.
I don't know if that's cool. I'm losing.
By the goaltender, and even better is that he redirects the puck to the corner to safety.
Across the line from center. Good defensive stop with the poke check. Picked up along the wall by LeBanc. And a beautiful save by the goaltender.
What a fantastic save from a high-danger scoring area, James. And, I mean, he's bailing his team out. They have to do a better job of protecting the middle of the ice.
Trying to get back on the attack now. The Blue Jackets get a hold of the puck in their own end. Here's a shot, and that's turned aside by Lundqvist. Savard's lugging the puck. Taken along the wall by Sakic. Drills him. Inside of the final minute here in the third. The Blue Jackets taken along the wall. Poked away in the defensive end. Picked up along the boards by Van Riemsdyk. Through the neutral zone up along the wing. Takes a spill onto the ice and loses the puck. Slides the puck to Van Riemsdyk. Oh, great move to sidestep the check. Taken by Van Riemsdyk. Great reach with the poke check by Landeskog.
I don't think I can come back.
Inside the offensive zone. And he gets in front of that. Handles the pass. Now into the offensive zone from the right side. Shot. Oh, what a save in front.
A timely save is everything to your team, and this goaltender, he bails his team out.
And that will close the book on this one here tonight.
Dang it.
Well, the shooters had to work tonight, but they certainly got a lot of target practice, Cheryl.
Yeah, they did. They had that shoot first mentality.
Yes, when's your concert?
We are just about to start period number 3. For those of you just joining us, perfect timing here tonight.
Oh, is there more than one?
Continue to lead it.
I thought it was Metallica and Coldplay together.
All right, buckle up, everybody. Period number 3 is now underway. Well, 2 periods down. Here we go with the 3rd period. Cheryl, your assessment so far?
The Kings coaches are going to be telling them, listen, you got to just trust the process, stick with the game plan. I mean, through 40 minutes of play, you dominated possession. Continue to do what you've been doing, but don't get frustrated. Don't panic and force the play. It'll come to you.
Great feed from the left side. Picking up some steam at center ice. Dishes it off. Puck scooped up by Van Riemsdyk. Moves it to LeBanc. Cutting to the slot. Turned aside with the glove by Lundqvist.
Well, we know he's got a great glove hand, and man, does he ever show it off right there with that stop.
Oh, how did he get a glove on that? What a stop by Lundqvist. Shaw's going to play it against the half wall. Grabbed along the boards by Landeskog. The Blue Jackets gain control of it. Strong use of the body to force the puck loose. The Blue Jackets gain possession along the wall. The Kings are in transition. The Blue Jackets pick up the puck here in the neutral zone. Moves it quickly over to LeBanc. He carries the puck up along the wing. The Blue Jackets carry it along the wall. Nowhere for that shot to go through. A little bump and grind, but still hangs on to the puck. Coughs it up on the play. Landeskog stick handling in his own zone. Picks up the puck. Here's a short.
Oh no!
Trying to shake loose. All alone. Denies him on the breakaway. And some textbook body contact there. Oh, a clutch save.
Lundqvist made a great quality shot.
He might have a step here. He's clear. Makes the save.
Oh, and
Ah.
this is a great save. You can see this one-on-one battle, and the goaltender is so dialed in, tracking, and makes that save.
Oh, look at this. A centering chance. And he shuts down a great scoring chance there. And now it's grabbed by Provorov. The Blue Jackets will play it in their own end. Moves the puck along the half wall. Puts it on net. What a blocker stop at point-blank range by Lundqvist. Carrying the puck deep inside his own end. Beautiful read in the defensive end by Werenski.
The Blue Jackets have been playing great defensively. Their sticks are in the right position, but they need to make good on them. This game is awfully close.
Shuts him down. Scooped up along the wall by Landeskog. On the attack along the boards. Feeds it over. Goalie plays it up. Now a quick pass to Fantilli. Shaw's carrying it ahead. Moves it to the middle. And that goes off a body and a ride. And the puck banks off the glove. There's the whistle as the puck stopper elects to hang on.
I guess I guess any of them.
The Kings win the faceoff. Takes a shot. It's in. They score.
There we go.
Just like that, we are all even here in the third.
Well, it's a new game, isn't it, James? And listen, you got to give a lot of credit to the coaching staff here, making sure that they kept their team focused when they were in the hole. And look at them now; they're right back in it.
Swoops in off the wing to grab the puck.
Next year.
Van Riemsdyk's picking up steam. The Kings look to start the transition game. Along the side, here they come through the neutral zone. Oh, what a glove save there! He read that perfectly.
How come you ask me which one then if they're both next year?
Offensive zone face-off. Off the draw, they take possession. There's the horn, and regulation concludes. We are off to overtime. Both teams will get set to drop the puck and try to pick a winner next. Players are back on the ice. They're set. As of the officials, overtime. Let's find out. Next goal wins. Here we go. Overtime's underway. Here we go. Across the line. Here's a pass.
Oh, come on, really?
Stops and pops and explores his options. Slides it across. Heads deep inside the offensive zone. Looking to end it. Puck is frozen and we get a stoppage in play. A critical draw here. Fantilli's won the draw here in their own zone. Hugs the boards through the neutral zone. Makes a move in front. How did he stop that one? Landeskog's moving the puck through his own zone. Straight up the middle. Here they come. Here they come on the attack. Great use of the body to knock him off the puck. Right up Main Street and on the attack. He can end it here. What a save on the play.
Oh, he steals the game back with that save, James, and gives his team an opportunity now to go get the W.
Oh, comes up with the stop. And the puck's knocked loose. And he slides it quickly to Landeskog. And he sidesteps the check there. Still has possession. Big time hit along the boards, and there's no give there.
Well, there isn't, and you can just feel the rumble of the boards from...
A chance on the rush here. Dishes it off. Oh, what a save on the play. And that'll do it for overtime. We'll take it to a shootout and find out who will be a hero and who will be a zero.
Not a big fan of doing the shootouts because I'm not very good at scoring on the breakaway.
Neither team has given an inch after 3 periods. Nothing solved after overtime. So here we go. Shootout. Let's go. And he stops that attempt.
I think he just does a great job of making himself as big as possible and took away all of the shooting angles.
Landeskog's ready to rock here in this shootout. Makes a save and look good doing that one.
Yeah, the body language, everything about him is telling you that he's confident and composed right now.
And shuts the door there.
Well, does a great job of anticipating the play here, James, and makes the save.
Well, as he gets to center ice, he'll look to get his team on the board or even just provide some sort of offense so far in this shootout. What a save on the shootout.
Well, he makes himself as big as possible. There's no holes.
Well, here we go. Round number 3. Still no offense in this one, but let's see if this kick tonight on the play.
So efficient, calm, and moves smoothly to make the save.
Shaw's got a chance to be the hero if he can come up with a clutch goal. Makes the save and will play on.
Patience personified.
Dang it.
Beats the shooter, James.
Well, he can really break it open here if he can deliver a snipe at this point in time. Shuts it down. What a save.
Huge save. You could tell that he wanted that one.
Here's a chance to seal the deal. Makes a save on that shootout attempt.
Well, with today's technology and all the resources available, you know that goaltenders have the book on the shooter, and I'm telling you, he read this one perfectly.
Reads it perfectly and makes a save.
Love that he doesn't sit back in his crease, but he gets out and challenges and takes away as much of the net as possible.
And he says, on that play.
Yeah, on the shootout, he's confident and composed. You don't see him moving around in his crease, just makes himself as big as possible. Looks really efficient.
And he comes up clutch here in the shootout.
This is why they practice it. A lot of the time, post-practice, James, goaltenders want work on this, so do shooters. He does a great job of anticipating to make that save.
Stops it. This might be turning into a save-out instead of a shootout.
Yeah, I mean, this is 1v1 against the goaltender, and he's challenging at the top of his crease, but most importantly, he's tracking.
And he stops that attempt.
I think he just does a great job of making himself as big as possible and took away all of the shooting angles.
Kopitar's ready to go, and he can win it if he can snipe it right now. Makes a save and look good doing that one.
Yeah, the body language, everything about it.
Oh no!
Composed right now.
All right, first skater of the next round set to go here. We've yet and shuts the door there.
Well, does a great job of anticipating the play here, James, and makes the save.
Well, they're already up here, and they could win it with a goal right now. What a save on the shootout.
Well, he makes himself as big as possible. There's no holes.
Provorov's turn to break this scoreless drought here in this shootout. Tonight on the play.
So efficient, calm, and moves smoothly to make the save.
Byfield's made his way to center ice. He can end it all with a goal here. Makes the save and will play on.
Patience personified outweighs the shooter, James.
Well, here's a chance to apply a little bit of pressure as there is still no score in this shootout. Shuts it down. What a save.
Huge save. You could tell that he wanted that one.
Clark's got the game on his stick. A goal here, and he wins it. Makes us off the bar. My goodness, what a shot. Sillinger's the first shooter into this next round, and we are still searching for this shootout. Reads it perfectly and makes a save.
Love that he doesn't sit back in his crease, but he gets out and challenges and takes away as much of the net as possible.
And he says, on that play.
Yeah, on the shootout, he's confident and composed. You don't see him moving around in his crease, just makes himself as big as possible. Looks really efficient.
And he comes up clutch here in the shootout.
This is why they